Afternoon, guys. Sayer, as you can see, turn me back to the match. I can't even watch any more of it. I'm that disgusted. Welcome to Gunner Talk. It's not going to be good. I'm just going to be reiterating everything I've said over the last 2 years now, because I am fucking sick to the back teeth of repeating myself, and I don't know why more people aren't starting to wake up and listen. Honestly, I feel like I'm in my own little parallel universe where no one else can see the fucking obvious. It's blowing my mind. Game today, obviously it's still on now, just devoid of ideas, creativity, energy, fucking passion. And I hate being a passion merchant, but it's true. There's too many passengers in this squad, guys, and I don't know how many more times I've got to say to you, there's too many players in this team that you idolise. When you watch right in front of you today, you're watching a team who have players in the same position as us. So look at the players in our team against theirs today, match them all up 1v1 and tell me who's winning their personal battle. Who? Tell me, because I'm struggling to see them, guys, and this is my issue with it. Is all the evidence today there is right in front of you, and some of you still refuse to see it, still refusing to admit. Yes, I love Arsenal as much as anyone, but there's got to be a point where you draw a line and you go, enough is enough. This isn't the beautiful club I love. We are not being represented properly. I mean, look, 3-0. Spineless, guys, spineless. And this game could have been 10-0, and I'm not even joking. So let's get into the players. Leno, like I say, if it wasn't for him in the team, I hate to imagine how embarrassing this scoreline could have got today. I thought the days of Banter FC were over, but the bigger question I'm asking is, did they ever disappear? No. I mean, like I say, he's been incredible all season, Leno. Another brilliant performance today, man of the match, and he's had to pick the ball out the net 3 times, and we're still not over yet. He's just another player. We don't deserve him. We just don't deserve him. He made 2 mistakes the other week, and people were on his case. And again today, the results irrelevant. But look at how many times this guy has kept us in games, or won us games, or at least give us a chance at winning games. He's too good for us. We should sell him and just let him go to a better side, Huddersfield, Cardiff, whatever. Just one of them top teams, because they're all better than us at the minute. At the back, Ainsley, I feel sorry for him because neither of them were bookings in my opinion. Totally embarrassing officiating again, and I'm not one who ever blames referees, but fuck me, fire. The standard is dreadful, and I just can't cope with it. I'm watching that just thinking, how is that? The first is never a yellow, and then the second's debatable, and it's like, come on, it's his first 2 tackles and you're sending him off for them both being yellow. It's just mind blowing. And I knew I thought we were fairly doomed before that watching the game, but we were definitely doomed after it. It was just a case of how long it took for him to break us down, and it wasn't very long, was it? You're looking at the rest of the back line there. Socrates has not had a great game today. Mustafi, I've said it so many times, guys, about the one ball over the top and an offside line. The guy's not capable of playing either. He's shit, and I am sick of swearing. I am sick of... Honestly, my airline, I'm just going to have a nest in an egg in another couple of months, honestly. And it's going back faster than I can afford at the moment. I'm just sick of it. He's got to go. There can't be anybody defending him anymore. There can't be anybody thinking he's good enough. I'm sure Unai will have got onto the paper that he made them comments of he's consistent the other day and gone, yeah, scratch that, boy, scratch that. Yeah, I made a terrible mistake in saying that. I don't know what I was thinking. I'd obviously been on the wine. Retract my statement, please. Fast. Just awful. Fucking awful. Cos, come on, it's like I keep telling you guys, I'm just going to keep repeating myself over and over saying, watch my videos from a year ago. Yes, he's decent, no argument with that. Yes, he has been a brilliant servant for us, no doubt in that. Is he someone that's going to carry us to a higher level consistently week in, week out? No, he's only good as a backup, and that is, intermittently sort of, blending it in with somebody else, playing somebody else, backing up our front line. We can't rely on him every week, that's just how it is. And this is a problem why we need a really good centre-back. We need one. Left-back Klasnat, I thought he was decent today. He's just his usual self, full of energy, pounding up and down. I've got no... Final quality, not great, but compared to everybody else, we're making this guy look like King Mozart. I don't want to rate some players higher because everyone else is shit, but it is a 7 for me. I thought he was solid, and at least trying, and if we had a few more with the spirit of him and Leno and a couple of others I'll get onto, we'd be a decent side. But with the rest who gutless, passionless, fucking talentless, a combo of all those traits in them, we're never going to improve, guys, and it's time that people start realising. Centre mid, Torreira, his usual self again. He runs about, he wins the ball, he reads the game well, he can knock it about decent. He's just got no support whatsoever. He's playing 3 positions on his own, and that is the only reason why I could see anybody berate him in the slightest for his performances. The amount of ground he must be covering, wiping, he might as well have 2 toilet roll holders on each side of his shorts so he can quick access toilet roll for wiping all the arses he's got to deal with. He's got fucking my main man Xhaka next door to him. Honestly, wherever Maddie McCann is, they should look for Xhaka in the same place because he's been missing just as long. Honestly, I don't know how anybody rates him. Still got people now defending him to me. What game are you watching? When you're just watching us, I don't know how you're doing it. I just don't get it at all. Look at Leicester, Ndidi, Maddison, or Chowdhury or Tielemans, whatever you want to look at it. All of them getting our midfield. How many of our midfield getting Leicester's? 0, unless Torreira, you're swapping for Ndidi. No one else gets in their team. That's Leicester, guys. Not Liverpool, not Barcelona, not City, not fucking PSG. Leicester. The home of the pork pie, for fuck's sake. Fucking hell. We're shit. Stop defending this guy to me, because honestly, I'm at a point now where I'm just going to get ruthless with people. I can't even try and talk sense to you anymore. It just blows my mind that you could defend this guy over and over again. He's useless, and he's a hindrance to us, not a help. You can say, oh, well, yeah, he does this, he does it. He can spray the ball about half decent when there's no pressure on him. When there's any pressure, that's it. All I see he does is he just hovers around in no man's space. Fucking just hovers around in that, and then he offers himself to the centre-backs, and then that is it. That's all he's involved in play, is that little section there. Anyone could do that. The centre-backs might as well just kick it off the back of the referee's head and have it back. I just don't get what you're seeing, guys. And his lack of mobility, he's killing us, because teams just walk through the centre of our team. They just walk straight through the middle. We need a Yaya Toure, a Decore. We need a big physical box-to-box player for next to Torreira, or we're never going to improve. And I'm telling you that as a fact. We are never going to get any better than what we are, depending on Granite fucking Xhaka. And honestly, his middle name's got to be Granite between the ears, Xhaka, because honestly, the guy is shit. Absolutely shit. He's one of the worst centre mids I remember. And honestly, I'd rather have Coquelin and Danielson back. And I fucking mean that. I mean it. I'm not even just going over the top. I actually genuinely mean it. The guy is absolutely dreadful. Captain today. No wonder we're non-existent with a leader like that. It's like the blind leading the fucking blind. Just blows my mind that people rate this guy. Captain, no. Leader, no. Decent first 11 player, no. Obviously we're not going to get rid of him. But for me, he can't start ever. He's just awful. Absolutely awful. Further up the pitch, he's not going to get any better. Mickey, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where he left his head, but he needs to ring fucking baggage handlers and find out where, lost property, because I don't know what's happened to him, but his head has absolutely fell off and he's awful. I've been someone who's supported him a little bit, but I can't anymore. He's another one. He's got to go for me. And especially when you bring the money into the equation, he's just got to go. I'm not going to sit here and berate him. He's just shit, not good enough. He will be. I've tried. I hammered him last year, and I apologised at the start of this season, saying, "No, I'm going to get behind him. I'm going to give him another season. I'm going to try my best. I'm just going to get off his back, and give him the willingness to improve. Without so much hate, carrying the hate around. And yes, he's improved slightly. Is he still good enough for us? No. Unless we want to stay top 8, which is 4th to 8. Yeah, he is good enough. If we want to be better than top 4 race, which we should be, because we're a massive club, we're just not particularly relevant anymore. We're becoming a sleeping giant, which scares me. We're just drifting further and further off the pace from the top of the table. And my unshakable faith, if we're going to turn it round at some point, is really starting to wane. And he's one for me. Either loan him out next year or just get rid. I don't. He can't start for us. He can't. Come on for a spell for 20 minutes at the end of a game just to run it down the channels and burn the clock. Yes. There's someone who we're relying on to win us a game and come up big when we need it. No, not in a million years for me. So I'd rather, we let him go somewhere else and go and play his trade for a year, game in, game out, and see if he can actually improve. I think he needs to go to a team where he's leaned on more and he either has to come up, or it's at the end for him. Being at a club where we're just sort of letting him get away with it, when the light's more on other players, it's not helping in my opinion. Ober, guys, I've been saying it for months, he's underwhelming me big time, and how many videos of these in a row have I said now? As soon as the goals start drying up for him, people are going to turn on him, and I fear for him, and I've noticed it already before the game's over, people questioning what does he actually do. He brings nothing apart from goals. I expected way more of a well-rounded player from what I'd seen at Dortmund. Someone that will attack, run at players. I don't even see his pace anymore. I'm struggling. He can't. He's as good as he will be for knocking the ball past someone and getting back on it. He can't do it, and it scares me. Just really underwhelming again, and just not a bit invisible. Just not good enough. And then I look at Laka. He's not getting the chances, but he's running his bollocks off. He's doing everything he can. Him, Torreira, Kolasinac, Leno, only ones that counted for me today. Everyone else can go fuck spiders as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not impressed. I don't even want to look at any of you. I'm so upset I can't even bear to look at any of you, honestly. I just piss poor, absolutely piss poor. And it's like I keep saying to you guys, I don't mind getting beat 10-0. I'm big enough, ugly enough and old enough to take those sort of results. But when we're playing and we actually turn up, results like this where we just don't show aren't good enough, and I ain't accepting it. I'm not. So I get round to just looking at the squad on a whole, and where all my problems lie. I mean, people keep saying about investment. We've had investment, guys. Ober, Laka, there's over 100 mil. We spent 200 mil in the last 2-3 windows. We're not investing. It's just that all of that squad, pretty much, that Wenger had, apart from Koscielny, at a push because we're not going to get 2 centre-backs in, Bellerin, and youth players. Don't want to see any of the rest of them. Don't want to see them. That squad that Wenger had last year. Don't want to see fucking any of them. And that's the monumental task Unai's got. And I mean, there's people questioning him again today. Tell me, a manager in the world that would get more out of this squad of shit? Tell me, because there fucking isn't one. There's no answer. No one could be getting more out of this sack of shit group of players. So for me, I'm just going to go through again and reiterate what I've been saying for 2 years. Check. Ospina, gone. Martinez in as number 2. Look at how many the applaud and the begging from Reading fans yesterday saying, pray you stay, pray you stay. The guy's been pulling up trees there every game since he went. Him and Leno were sorted at goalkeeper. Next, right back. We need a backup right back. Ainsley ain't a right back. Been saying it. People keep telling me he's not a right back, guys. He'd be a better midfield option than Xhaka. That's just it for me. Or Guendouzi. And I just look back to his performance against United last year in the park. He bullied Pogba, although it was an off-form Pogba. I've never said that about Xhaka, and he's had 5 million more chances to prove it to me. So right back for me, we need a backup young right back to Hector. Keep saying McTarren's is an obvious shout for me. Centre back, Mustafi's got to go. Kos ain't going to go. We're probably going to give him another year. So we've got Kos, Socrates, Mavro, Holding. We need one more. We need a shit-hot centre back, and it's got to happen. That left back, Monreal, done for me. Dead football. I've been saying it since the day we signed him. Never been good enough. It's just that other players have been worse, and he's got away with it. Now people are finally seeing it. His legs have gone. Can't cover that ball over the top. Never aware to it. Hasn't got the pace to recover. Gone. Kolasinac. I like him, I rate him, I think he's decent, I think he gets an hard time for no reason, but we need a left back, an out and out left back, someone that when we play a back 4 is more solid in defence than Kolasinac is. So we need a starting left back. Tierney, Grimaldo, Tagliafico, any of these guys, get one in please. That's another position's got to happen for me. Centre mid, Xhaka's got to go, whether a lot of you like it or not. At some point he's got to go, and the longer he stays here, the more you're all going to start to hate him, and that's just how it is, because he isn't good enough. And we're never going to improve. It's the one position for me that terrifies me that we're not going to do anything about, and we're going to just keep going. Well, somebody told me somebody give us 50 million for him. Who? China. I can't think of any club in their mind. And just watching game like today, Tielemans, Chowdhury, Maddison, I would fucking swap any of them for Xhaka. Indeed, I would swap any of them for him in a heartbeat, and I'd pay them whatever they want for any of those players, plus give them Xhaka. Just embarrassing, so nice to watch a team, I'd prefer it if it's mine, but watch a team that have mobile players in the middle of the park that can read a game, can actually tackle, and can get up and down and support play, and that's what we're missing. And why you Xhaka lovers, I don't know how you can't see it. The guy can't support the play up and down because he hasn't got the legs for it. Honestly, it's like watching a canal barge do a fucking quarter-mile drag race and watching him set off that put. See you down the fucking far end in 2 weeks. Put. Honestly, painful. And while you guys think he's good enough, we're just never going to improve. So for me, we need a defensive-minded box-to-box player. Rabiot screams to me, but sign him. No transfer fee. We could get rid of Xhaka, make 30 million, and be a much stronger side. And then we'd have 30 million to get in a centre attacking midfielder. Gwendo, Ainsley, Willock are all going to be good enough in patches, but they're not solid enough to perform first team. I'd bring back one of Bellick or Chambers. Look, Chambers again, he's another one gone out on loan, apparently not good enough for us, but he goes and smashes the arse out of it. Fulham and he's their player of the season. It just blows my mind. And Martinez has done the same. Guys that were, oh no, not as good as Xhaka, but outperforming him week in, week out, and in a much worse team that's getting fucking their arses handed to them week in, week out, and conceding 10 goals a game. Honestly, the difference is night and day. So for me, Chambers and Bellick have both got to come back, and that'd help solve the hole that is Granit Xhaka and get rid of this dick. Mesut's got to go for me. I just can't be arsed anymore. I'm sick of the drama. It's like being a 13-year-old girl at high school. I've just had enough of him. He's got to go for me. Mickey's got to go for me. Iwobi's got to go for me. Prefer it out on loan, but he's got to go for me. And then we've got the two boys up top. So then you're looking, Saka, Nelson, good enough as backups, ain't going to be good enough to start games week in, week out, because my old saying of they're just going to be chucked into sink or swim situations every fucking week, and because of their inexperience, they're going to sink at some point. That's just how life is, I'm afraid, when you put too much faith on people that aren't, they don't have broad enough shoulders to carry it yet. So we need a winger, we need two wingers probably, and players to go out the door. And just how simple it is for me, guys. I've just tried to whip through that as quick as possible. So out. Got to definitely be Cech, Ospina, Jenko, Lichy, Mustafi, Nacho, Xhaka, El Nene, Mickey, Iwobi, Ozil. All got to go for me. Can't happen, obviously, in one window. It's not going to happen. I wish it could, but it's not. Welbs, chuck him on there. See you later, pal. Can't wait to see the back of you. They've all got to go within the next 2 seasons if we actually want to improve and we don't go through this shit hamster wheel again and again and again. And if we keep the same bones of this squad, that's going to keep happening, guys. Sorry, it's just the realism of the situation. And what's got to come in? Backup right back for me. First choice centre back. First choice left back. First choice centre midfielder, box to box. First choice centre attacking midfielder. First choice winger, possibly two. Honestly, that's the gravitas of the situation, guys. Not being dramatic. My head's not fell off. It's just that's how bad we are, and it's time to accept it. That's it from me. I'm going to go and cry into my Yorkshire puds. Extra gravy for me. There's enough gravy in the back of my pants at the minute. Proper brown stains, because there's just that watching that stuff does just make me shit my pants. It's just top four's gone for me now. I two fewer games left to turn this round, and I'm not seeing anything on the pitch that convinced me. Even if everyone else carried on losing, we'd win 2 games. Just don't see it. So all aboard there. The good ship Europa. People mock that tournament, but that's going to be our only real chance now, I think, to get Champions League. And that's the performances on the pitch are what's really worrying me, because it doesn't matter how shit we were playing, carrier bag again in the final and the semi-final, we still wouldn't go through. So that's it. All aboard the good ship Europa. Simon, permission to come aboard, Captain Cockwash. Let's do this, guys. That's it. I'm just going to go for a cry. I hope I can find some Easter eggs left over from last week. Just sob into him, because that's it from me, dude. Take it easy. Go and have a few swift drinks, definitely. And don't get too suicidal. Take it easy, people. Signing out.